Fish Out of Water is a project that's very dear to my heart because, you know, when I originally came up with the idea, it was like right after When Harry Met Sally came out. And I wanted to do a story about a girl who played jazz. I love big band music. I love the 1940s. My mom and sister and I used to listen to old radio shows. And I wanted to do something, and I like those old black and white movies too, you know, so I wanted to do something that was set in that time period. Danny Kaye, wanted to do a Danny Kaye type of film. So I had written out the idea and was trying to pitch it around town, and people were like, this is a really charming idea, but it's a hard sell because it's black. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, so, and that was a continuous answer that I got. And this was before Medea had come out. This was before later on Princess and the Frog would come out. So there wasn't a lot of black stuff. And so I kind of put the story away, and every once in a while I would pull it out, and then Ratatouille came out, and rats are very prominent in my story, and I was all like, okay, you know, so then I put it away, and then Princess and the Frog came out, I was like, okay, you know, and but I pulled out some of the characters and I was doodling them, and I was like, you know what, this is an idea that has to be done. So I had spent a long time, I'd spent 5 years working for Disney Junior on, 4 years working for Disney Junior on the Sophia the First storybooks. Before that point, I had not done storybooks. And the storybooks are not like books that you buy in a store. They are focus testing books. So I would illustrate a story point for a script, and it would be like 12 drawings for each script. They would then be painted by somebody else, and then they would be taken to a school, and they would read the story to the kids to make sure they understood it, and based on that they would make corrections, and they would write the script. So that was my job. It was like every 2 weeks, every 2 or 3 weeks, I would have to, you know, do one of those. So I had the capability of telling single panel stories. What I didn't have was the capability of painting. So I taught myself how to paint, finding stuff on the internet, which is, wow, the internet's amazing. People are just, well, I'm going to teach you how to paint. I'm going to teach you how to draw. I'm going to teach you, I'm like, so many things you can learn, you know? And so I taught myself to paint, and then I painted the book, and then Amazon is great because you can self-publish. And so then I got it out there. So I've been going to schools, and I read it before the coronavirus. I would read it to kids, and then I would, you know, talk to them. I would ask them questions about following their dreams, and what would you do if somebody told you no, and how would you, you know, interact with the world based on, you know, your setbacks. And, you know, my big theme of the book at the very end is that line, keep hoping, keep searching, though people may seem to tell you, stop trying to follow your dreams. And if you start hearing those doubts and those fears, just think of this story that I told you here, you know. And so that's, you know, how the story of the book, you know, maybe one day, God willing, it'll become a movie, but I'm happy that it's made it this far.
So Ashley asks, what is your favorite character you've designed or drawn, and what do you think is, and which one do you think is the most like yourself?
Well, that one is easy, Ashley. The girl in my movie, the girl in my book, Fish Out of Water, because basically she's just me. You know, she's the girl that people told you can't do it, you know, but she still wants to do it. She still wants to keep trying. And even though she doesn't really look like me except for the mole, you know, I put all of myself into her. She's just this kind of like, now granted, I'm super outgoing, but she's just like, but inside, I'm still this person who's going to go stand in the corner but I have to make myself not stand in the corner. And so I kind of put all of that onto this girl who needs somebody to sort of push her out there. And then once she goes out there, you know, she says to her arch rival, she's like, you know what, I won, but you can be in my band with me, you know. And that's kind of all that's what I'm about too. It's just like, you know, we can all do this together, you know. So that is my favorite character.